Greetings, my name is Girard. I live in Minnesota, but I'm originally from Haiti.
From Haiti.
Or I should say I hail from the island of Haiti.
Perfect.
Well, I should say it's probably going to be a long answer. I've had two levels of involvement with Achieve today. Last year, I had a 6-month coaching experience with one of the coaches here. It's wonderful. It's amazing. And what really set me up to come here to this retreat, it's actually a funny story. For the longest time, most likely 2, 3 years, I've always held the thought that I wanted to spend my birthday somewhat away from my environment. Not that they're bad people, but you want to be somewhere where you're able to evaluate your life and see what you're doing right and see where you can aspire to grow and become better. And I've always wanted to go to either a desert, a mountain, or somewhere remote in the sea. Chelsea called me 2 weeks ago, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the minute I heard the voicemail and it said, "Do you want to come to a retreat? It's going to be at the mountain. You're going to be alone with a group," I was sold because it was exactly what I was looking for. Now, I wanted this for my birthday, and my birthday is on Monday. So this is interestingly a miraculous gift I could give to myself. Yes. And it's something I intend to do every year. I never did it. And I realized that I've always wanted to travel to experience different things. And it was a good way to start. Maybe with my birthday and this retreat, this is starting a new path for me. Miracle coaching. My experience with it, you don't mind if I share the name of the coach?
No.
Okay. Gregory Downey. My experience with it was quite amazing. First of all, I received a phone call explaining the purpose and the benefits of coaching. And of course, the first thought that comes to mind is, you need it. Because at that time, and still now, I have a full-time job as a software engineer. But on the side, I work with a dressmaking business. And that's really where a lot of my entrepreneurial spirit lies. Because I'm able to see where my efforts are going. We're making much more profits. We're growing. And it's amazing to see. Now, at that point, last year, we were probably making 1 or 2 sales a week. So when you're doing things in a very amateur way, it seems great. But I remember having a conversation with Greg, and Greg asking me, "So what are your goals? What would be amazing?" And I said, if we could have 5 sales a week of custom-made dresses, whether it's wedding or prom or evening gowns, I think that would be amazing. Now we have 15 to 20, and I just remember there's a lot of things I could say about our interaction. But the key parts that really changed me or made me reevaluate the way I'd been living before is understanding that this present moment is really the manifestation of everything I've been or thought before. So I realized, wow, if I could only think 5 sales, it's because the person I was until then only had such a limited view of himself or what he could bring. Now I'm learning to shift this into one where I'm calling abundance and where I'm also loving myself, where I'm realizing that mistakes are mistakes, but they're really the key to the next adventure, the key to the next goal. Tell you why it's worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, to tell you this, I should also give you some background. I get the phone call, but it wasn't Greg. It was a lady. Unfortunately, I don't remember her name. And she tells me about the program. And even before she talked to me about the price, I had already understood way before the benefit of coaching through selling door to door. When I was 20 or 21, I sold books door to door in order to learn how to communicate. During my first couple of months, I did poorly. It was during a summer. And one of the reason was because I thought I know it all. I thought Girard was a smooth man. I can walk my way to any sale. It's seduction. It's charming. And I had my manager was this kid, younger than I am. Like, awkward kid, but wonderful salesman. And it took a lot of humility to say, you know what? Listen to him. And within a month, I doubled my sale. And it was a wonderful experience. Now, with Maison Couture, the dress company, I also knew that I needed some form of help, whether it was spiritual or more coaching, you can do it. I knew I needed something more. So by the time they said it's gonna cost X, and I said, oh my God, I don't have this amount. And then what I really thought was amazing was they worked something out with me. That was actually the key. When they said, okay, you know what? We know not everyone has this amount, but if we were to work something out with you, would you be interested? I think I was 90% sold at that point, because I knew I needed it. I knew what it would have brought to me. And the fact that they were willing to work with me showed that they were just not, it wasn't just about giving your money and they were going to give you a couple sessions. They were really invested. So that's why I think it's worth it. This company cares about people, you know. I've not seen Greg. I've never met Greg. I only met Greg today. And I hugged him and we talked as if we just had a session yesterday. You know, it was great. And just talking with people who've experienced the coaching and seeing that students have grown so much that some of them are actually coaches now. Wow. What's the best testament to this company's role in people's growth?